Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero, and we are back again talking about this moronic idea that once again Cliff Richards uses 3D assets because apparently using references which Eric July explained in a video that even other people use, people that are much more talented than Cliff Richards like Alex Ross and Neil Adams. Apparently you're unable to use that. You're unable to use references. You're unable to do anything. But again, I say it all the time. These clowns, when you bring it up, when someone like Ethan Van Sciver encourages and has done tracing in the past, and you have John Malin who's talked about 3D assets being great, it's all good. It's all good when they do it, but it's bad. It's bad when Cliff Richards uses references to make backgrounds, to make other things in a book, which I'm going to say before I even start the rest of this video. I don't care how the process of the art is made. If I like the art, you're not going to convince me that my 3D assets is bad or it's bad art. Art is subjective. You're allowed to have that opinion. I don't care. I liked the art of Isam. I don't care about what you have as an opinion. You're allowed to have it. Now go away and F off. But starting with Yaira here, 1.287 million and 9,295 paying customers, over 16,000 books sold. Still got a lot of time to go. Blade Devil 2, Chains of Blood, 154K, 1670 backers. Get in on it where you fit in. 4 different covers. They all look awesome. I love the artwork of this. I actually think this artwork is better than Isam, by the way. There are other things that I like that are much better artwork. I've posted artwork that I like from Inglorious Rex and from Blade Devil and other books. These people act like I don't buy other books based on art and story. It's clown world. It's clown world. You could get in on this campaign, $10 for Blade Devil 1. I'm going to move into this, right? You can see all the different artwork that I buy, all the different comics that I buy that all have different art styles. I didn't buy all these books based on just artwork. I bought them based on wanting to read them. So, again, the covers of Isam are all drawn. Do they just completely ignore that? Of course they do, because Isam 1, even though cover A is drawn by Caden White, and so I think cover D is also Caden White. And it's like, these people act like I don't buy other books. They act like Rippaverse is the only thing I have in my collection of artwork. I have plenty of comics that are indie, and it's a lot of these types, again, that don't care about this industry. They don't care about any of this. They just want to tear down Eric July because he's top dog and did better in pretty much all of his campaigns compared to anything that Ethan has put out. And I've said it plenty of times. Joe Ball is a better artist than Ethan Van Sciver. I would rather have his 300-page book than garbage Cybercuck. Moving on. I said to this person, he says, multiple discovered models, Darren's office, Bloodwood's castle, the truck, etc. Angular rendering objects, truck's wheel hub, whatever. I said, okay, did Cliff Richards show his work? You claimed it was all traced, just like everyone else. You shifted the goalpost when you got called out on it for not knowing what tracing was. I'm not taking the word from a jealous, washed-up comic pro who has a clear bias. It clearly wasn't traced, and even if it was, explain to me if I like the art, why I should care. None of those look the same. None of the assets look anything like the books. There's no comparison because there's no tracing. Bro, you understand the concept of the... Bro, you can't even type on a keyboard. Within the program, you can move the camera single and change the light. I'm literally reading the way he typed it. Because your brain is so full of steroids that your dumbass can't even type right. And you just regurgitate literally anything that EVS says to you. Because you are an EVS cuck. You're an absolute shill. You're an absolute cuck for anything EVS does, because anytime EVS has something going on, you apparently have something going on, like that weird night letter that you both seem to get the exact same time. Nobody cares about you that much that they're going to send you something like that. And your punk ass didn't even show the name. So why would I believe you? This is the same thing. If you're going to put that up there, show who sent it. Don't act like you don't know who sent it. You know exactly who sent it because it shows the name. That's why I don't believe you clowns. Because all of y'all lie so much about basic stuff. Why in the world would I believe you on this? I said hashtag who is Sturgis. Secondly, the conversation was about tracing. Keep up and learn the conversation before opening your mouth. The top was the art, the bottom was M3D asset. Oh no, using references is terrible apparently, even though Cybercuck is trash in my opinion. Mangas are better written and they actually use 3D assets. Please tell me, why should I care if I enjoy the art? Joe Ball is a better artist than EVS, by the way. And I know it hurts that man's feelings when I say that. Correct, and all the backgrounds and props are traced. This is where he says it. I said, these were never proven to be true. That's the most hilarious part of it all. Clowns like you who believe this gay crap still have yet to prove that this was the case. At the same time, you deflected away from the fact that EVS encouraged people to trace. Because someone put a clip of him saying that he traces. That he traced the Washington Memorial and the area, right? For a Green Lantern book. I said to this dummy, July denied it for months. It's hilarious that the goalpost has moved to its new tech. Interesting, because that's not what was denied. What was denied were the people claiming that he traced and lifted assets from SketchUp. You gotta love the rewriting of history. I have it all recorded on my channel. Bunch of clowns. The quote-unquote artist did take and use 3D assets from the website, which July denied. No, he didn't. He denied it because it's not true. He literally says in a video that he used references. He used them as references. This person has pronouns in their bio as a trans weirdo. I'm not even going to respond to that person because you're a clown. Boy, I could tell he has never done any kind of art in this thread, trying to equate lightboxing, which is tracing, to pulling crappy 3D models and running Instagram filters over them. Wow. I said, really now? Tracing is a beginner's technique. The F, again, no proof of pulling 3D models, holy F. Because I keep asking these clowns, show me the art process video of Cliff Richards pulling 3D assets and using them. You can't produce that, then I don't care. I do not care. But let's go here to the video where he had to put out a called 3D assets right here. Let's listen to what July had to say. Eric had to say.
Combs through comics like they are this one, especially readers. With that being said, artists may care. Not all artists do this. Some do, others don't. For example, none of this is a problem with Alpha Core because it's not what Joe Bennett does. Would I prefer that Cliff have less of a heavy reference to other models? Yes.
Less reference to other heavy models. Let's go further into this video where you have Neil Adams talking about something about this tracing stuff.
Listen to Neil Adams, one of the most notable and prolific artists of all time.
Ever heard a fellow student or fan say this? A real artist doesn't trace photographs. That is what is known as an uneducated opinion. Then we have facts. You don't have to write this down, but you should remember it. All the best artists of the last 100 years have traced photographs for their finished work. Sounds a lot different from what an undereducated opinion is.
Oh no! From a professional artist, are you going to go after Neil Adams now because he traced? Are you going to say his artwork's terrible? No, they're not going to do that because he doesn't work for the Rippaverse. They only do this because he works for the Rippaverse.
Doesn't it? Drew illustrated the very best movie poster illustrations in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, Goonies, Blade Runner, Harry Potter, Hellboy, all of them. That was Drew Struzan. All traced from photographs. And the reason that it's not so bad, and in all honesty, guys, is photographs. One photograph, another photograph, another part of a photograph, another part of a photograph. This was a sword, now it's a trident. XY'd the trident, did things to it, altered it, did it. To give me a guide, then I could do this.
So the level of referencing or tracing.
Oh no! referencing from professional artists. Because they always shift the goalposts every time.
It differs. Some use
And it's interesting because they said that Joe Bennett did the same thing, even though they showed the concept art right there.
it for background objects. Some, like Alex Ross, even admitted to switching to tracing his own work instead of painting from his head.
So when I'm tracing the image, which I've only been doing for maybe 8
And Alex Ross is one of the greatest artists on the planet, in my opinion.
to 10 years, I've been doing this now with a very simple light box that's only as big as I need for the surface of my desk.
Oh, look, it's the technique that EVS claims to have used before. Light boxing. Wow.
Here.
Fantastic how that works, by the way. It's absolutely fantastic how that works. Like I said, it doesn't matter what the Rippaverse does. There's always going to be some clown combing through everything, as Eric said, no matter what he presents. No matter what he presents. You have this clown right here, who, again, supposed to be working on his own stuff. What is he doing? Busy saying, look at that comment. This is what's happening within the audiences, and it's going to increase. More people will grow tired. I don't think this person's even a fan of Rippaverse. Yeah, garbage comics. Again, opinions are like a-holes. Everyone has them, and they're all full of crap. Who cares? You can like or not like something. It's not hard to do. It's absolutely not hard to do. No, a video is unreasonable and you know it. You've been presented with evidence. Stop lying to yourself. Nope. Until I see a video of Cliff Richard's artistic process, I don't care what quote-unquote evidence you have. We don't do this with movies. I'm not doing this with comic books. We don't go and say, oh, a person that's editing a movie is doing this way. No, we actually go to the person, ask them how their process is going, how they process a movie, how they edit a movie, how they produce a movie, or how they direct a movie. But you don't use that same concept when it comes to artists drawing comics. You don't go to the person, you just accuse him of doing crap that he's clearly not doing. And even if he was doing it, I don't care. What matters is if I, as the reader, loves the art. And did I love the art in Isam? Yes. I liked and loved the art in Isam 1 and 2 and Alpha Core. And I'm sure I'll love the art in Yaira when I get it. We have the biggest retarded individual on the planet in Tizo Spencer, who has this to say. They are retards. You're not understanding this. We tried to have good faith discussions. No, you didn't. You've never in your life known what a good faith discussion was. Your clown ass claimed that Yaira didn't launch in winter while simultaneously saying that it launched on March 11th and you knew it was part of winter. You clown. I've said this plenty of times to you, that the word were is past tense. And plus, there was a news post put out on December 1st at the Rippaverse.com website that clearly stated that Yaira number 1 is coming out next year, as well as Gooding. It was never late. You might say delayed, but something being late that isn't released, that didn't take money, you're not going to tell me it's late when the launch window is winter and then launched in winter. You clown. And I'm not reading all that. I'm just going to give my response to it. Tizo is legitimately retarded. I didn't change any word because he tried to say I changed the word presented, which I never did because he's a fucking clown. The dumbass doesn't understand the basic English language. The word were means past tense. I showed that clown a news article stating that Yaira was releasing in 2024. The dumbass still won't refer to me by my name. I don't know who the F. Sturgis is. The dumbass self-owned himself by saying Yaira was late while simultaneously stating the campaign launched in winter like it was also supposed to. He also said Yaira was barely going to make 1 million, which it made 1 million in under 24 hours. He's also one of those clowns that believes Eric is against crowdfunding, so there's that. All the while, he bought Yaira number 1. By the way, I read all 3 Rippaverse books Tizo, you effing clown. You are indeed the biggest effing retard on the internet trying to explain crap that you have no business talking about. By the way, hiring women isn't identity politics, you low IQ fucking brainlet. Identity politics has to do with hiring the hiring of people based on their gender, sexual orientation, or sexuality. Eric hired the Soska sisters based on merit. You fucking moron. This is what no pussy does to a man. To which Rippaverse GoalPost responds, he tries really hard to use the facts, but he twists those facts in a way that helps his biased argument. It's simple. Winter ends March 19th, and Yaira launched prior to that date. Somehow it's still late in Tizzle's world. Unbelievable. Yes, he's literally said the book is late because I said so. I shit you not, he said that. I swear he said that. And I think I showed it in one of my last videos that he literally said, it's late because I said so. Why in the world I would take you serious after you said that? And even after you said I'm intelligent because I wear glasses. That is the most retarded thing I've ever heard in my life. I would never take you serious after you said those two statements. And I'll never take a person serious that brings his opinion of something being used from someone who's clearly biased, a jealous and envious fat motherfucker that lives in Jersey that gets outdone in his own craft by someone who's never done it. You cannot sit here and tell me I'm going to listen to that person. I would rather go to the source, right? I would rather go to the source, talk to Cliff Richards, ask him about his artistic process, listen to it, and watch him do it, and be completely wrong, than listen to a bunch of clowns who are out to destroy Eric's business because they don't like his politics and they don't like the fact that he's successful and they think he doesn't deserve it for more reasons. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button. Comment below if you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.